How's everybody doing tonight? We're gonna give everybody a few minutes to log in. While we wait, I just want y'all to know Angie was in my window earlier today and decided to wear the same colors as me.
Are y'all actually gonna believe that?
Yes.
No.
Yes, they are.
No. They're not gonna believe that.
We literally are wearing the same thing.
We got gray pants, and we got black shirt. I was like, where's that memo came from?
Without even planning it. Go figure.
Man, I have been dressed since 6 in the morning, girl, okay? I ain't even peek at you. Like,
I got dressed
nothing.
6 minutes ago.
Oh, you see? I've been dressed for so many hours, yes, because I had to go to appointments, go to work, and then the appointment, and girl, I haven't stopped. Like, literally, my viewers, I was this close to call out today. Like, I can't. I'm really tired. For like, you know when you're tired, when your eyes are heavy? Mm-hmm. Heavy. And then when you drive in long hours, it's crazy. I'm like, I'm gaining weight because I had to get candy to stay up. You know, sour candy.
Excuses.
Girl, you need something in your mouth. You go, nom, while you're driving.
You do.
That can be in my mouth when I'm driving. If
Anyway. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
It is Monday night, 8 o'clock, right here on your Facebook Live. That means it is time for the what?
The show, people. The show.
Yes. Because every time we get together, you already know it's going to be
a show.
Yes. I go by the name of Nina Rock, La Latina Loquita. And to my left, we have
Angie Ruiz, La Gordita Sabrosa, because curves are beautiful, my people.
Yes. For those of you who are just tuning in, don't forget that you can watch us here. You can listen to us on Spotify, and iHeart, and Media OQ. Don't forget to share. And and of course, you can watch us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram. And that is it.
And that is it. Yes, my people, por favor, pegan a compartir este show para que otras personas puedan ver cómo Nina habla.
Yeah.
People share the life. Other people could see and notice how Nina be talking in this show.
Yeah.
Because I'm the angel. Look at her face like,
So anyway.
I'm about to share right now, people.
Yeah, so she's going to share. Make sure you guys do the same. Share. And don't forget, first, I want to thank everybody who watches this crazy thing we call the show. It's been 7 crazy years, which is crazy because it doesn't even feel like 7 years. But it's freaking 7 years, guys. Like,
yes.
7 years. We started in 2019. That's insane. Okay?
Dang, girl, don't be saying your age right now.
My age or your age?
Your age. I'm still 33. Shit. Here we go.
Look, I'm always 25.
She goes.
Always 25. But anyway, guys, let us know where you guys are tuning in from so we can go ahead and shout you out. And shout out to everybody who listens to us on iHeart, on Spotify, Media OQ, and all the other media platforms out there. And for everybody who watches on YouTube, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, of course. And don't forget, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or whatever, love, hate, you can send us a message at It's The Show Podcast at
We love it. We give you love.
gmail.com.
Yes, people give you love no matter what.
Of course. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and share as well. So, guys, we have a lot of things to talk about, things that we didn't get to talk about last week, and we're going to talk about them this week. And then, of course, obviously, everything that is going on new, we're also going to discuss as well. So, with that being said, we're going to get into it. We're going to do quick recaps of our week, and that way we can cover everything that we want to talk about. So, with that being said, let's get into it.
Go ahead, man. You start your recap, man.
Honestly, I don't really have much to say, to be honest with you. Like, I just had a busy week of work, helping out new clients, and I got a couple of new business partners this week that came on board, a couple of things that I'm doing, a couple of projects. Of course, I was at Frogs on Friday, had an amazing time at there. So shout out to everybody who came out on Friday night. We had such a good time. I also want to shout out our manager, Omar. I may have talked about him last week, but he's left. Our senior frog's in Orlando. He's going down to Fort Lauderdale. So he's out there now. Of course, we're going to miss him. So, yes. So that's pretty much my recap. I don't think I did anything else because I didn't even get to go to the beach. And I'm like trying to figure out like what kind of week this has been. That it's hot and I didn't get to go to the beach not once. I don't understand what's going on here. Yes.
The cold just finished a few days ago, girl. You went to the beach and freeze your ass?
Yeah.
Literally freeze your ass.
I need a beach day. But anyway, not a bitch day, a beach day. I mean, we can have a bitch day too.
That will be almost every day for you, though.
Yeah, that's okay.
You got that beachy face.
Hair flip. So, that's pretty much, I don't think I did anything else. And we were going to go to bingo. We didn't get to go because it was canceled.
know.
I was very excited about that because I was looking forward to losing my money that day.
No, you were looking forward to multiplying, man. Multiplying.
That's what we're going to do this week. We're going to multiply the money since we didn't get to spend it last week. So, with that being said, yeah, that's pretty much, that was going to be like the highlight of my week, going to bingo on a Wednesday.
Girl.
But we didn't get to do it. So.
Yes, I got to the place, I'm like, it's closed. You know what? When you come out of work, you're killing some time. You're going slow. You're doing other stuff, killing some time. Then when you actually like over an hour and a half away from your house. And to see that it's closed, I'm like, motherfucker, I could have been home already a long time ago.
Yeah.
And resting. And I'm like, Nina, don't come. What?
I was like, what?
Don't come. It's
I
closed.
was in my car, ready to go. Like, ready to
She
go.
was happy to come. And I was ready to be, it's just going to be me and her. And literally, for real, I was planning to do a picture like this to send it to the boss. I'm like, Nina and I be together playing bingo. Of course, that's not going to happen because there was no bingo. But yeah. But the time they had bingo, she couldn't come. That was the Friday. She couldn't come because she was busy.
I was working at Frogs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So that Friday, I did went to Neptune and I found a few friends. They're like, hey, where were you? You haven't been here for a while. I'm like, I have been in the other bingo.
Be telling our spots, girl.
Yeah. No, all of them be going over there too at the same time. They're like, I be watching you in the other bingo. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, so my recap, I have been busy, like, oh, really busy. But yeah, since last Monday, we left, yeah, I've been busy. I have been working at the same time. Also, what I did is, I went to Tampa to do the first rehearsal of the fashion show that I am having with Dayanara on June 20th. We did the first rehearsal. I was watching the models, how they were going to do the walk. Certain designers want certain walks, certain things happening during their section. So I was actually watching and telling them how to do some turns and stuff like that. So that was great because I was like, wow, for half of them to be brand new models coming to the entertainment thing, they're doing great, I'm telling you. And I like when they listen. You know, some of them like, why I have to do it like this? Why I have to do this? Why I have to stand so long? When you start acting like that, guess what happened? You get blacklisted, all right?
In other words, shut the fuck up and
or
do what you're
get
fucking
fired.
told. And that's it.
Yeah.
Punto
Or
final.
get fired. Or you don't go to those that you have to pay a big ass fee, which you're not supposed to, and they will accept your bullshit. But no, not here. Okay? And then after that, the same day, then I went to Lucille and Lucy's birthday celebration. We had a great time. I went by myself. I was like, who am I going to invite to come with me? Because it's supposed to be Kevin and my daughter. My daughter accepted a job offer at the last minute. And then Kevin, of course, he's still recovering. And he's bougie. So he's not going to go out without no haircut or whatever. So, he's not going to do that. And plus, of course, what he's going to do when he has to have his leg up like that. So he's still home. I was like, I'll come back in a few hours. The party finished by 10. So, by 10:30, I was home already. Because I'm not that far from there. I had a great time. They gave him old school music and everything. I liked it. It was beautiful seeing all her family that flew from New York, New Jersey, California, Puerto Rico, West Palm Beach. All of them came together. And not only that, I seen a couple of them that I be talking to or hanging out in bingo with. Because I'm coming out of the parking lot in my car all dressed up. I went after the fashion thing. I went home, took a shower, got dressed. Because I already know, they're from West Palm bougie people. So I'm like, and let me get all dressed up. I don't want to go on, So I'm walking. I was like, wait, I see people with jeans. I see people with leggings. I see. Hold up. I could have just changed my shoes and come the way I was over there in the fashion show. Like, I felt overdressed. And not only that, I saw a lady.
Be overdressed and underdressed.
I was like, okay. I saw a lady that I know for years, and I played bingo with her. And I know you know her, the one that has cancer as well. I don't know if you spoke to her. She was selling the chocolate bars for $1. Remember?
Yes.
Her.
Yes. Okay.
I'm walking and she's standing on next to the door and I see her because the day before, I saw her in bingo and she gave me a big hug. I missed you, She goes, what you doing here? I'm like, no, what you doing here? I'm like, what you doing here? She was like, that's my aunt. I'm like, what? That's my friend for years. I was like, shit, it's a small world. You never know who you meet and who they connected with. And the crazy thing is, I know her for years. I know them for years. I did not know they were connected. And the crazy thing is, they both had told me about all the bingos. There was a bingo St. Cloud that is with music. You actually doing bingo and they got old school music. It's fun. And then she said the same story. I'm like, oh man. I told her like this. I got some friends that went to the same bingo. They tell me it's fun. Not knowing that those friends and that friend, they connected because they're family. I did not know that. But we had a great time. Great food. A lot of food was left over. She was like, take more food. I'm like, I don't take no more food. I took a plate for Kevin, plate for my daughter. That was it. And they have flan, vanilla flan. I've been asking for a long time. They had that. They had little pastelillos. They have jello. They have everything. So many drinks. But we had a great time. Thank you for the invite, Lucille and Lucy. Lucy, happy 80th birthday. She don't look like an 80-year-old. Oh man, she was jumping, dancing, and I'm like, I can't even stand up. I'm telling you. And now, and keep up with my personal stuff I have, in the house, friends, and situation. I just stay positive, keep on working, and going day by day. And I'm here now, even though I'm freaking tired.
Yep.
Yes.
And that is the recap.
That's the recap for now. Jessica. Hola,
Hey,
mama.
Hi, Jess. All the way from Jersey.
Luz, mommy. Talking about her. She's right there.
Happy
Luz.
birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Luz.
Yes. So, guys, today we're going to talk about a couple of things that are like little serious topics that we don't normally like to get into, but sometimes we really do have to get into them. You know what I'm saying? So the first, obviously, two things we're gonna talk about that we're definitely gonna talk about is the war in Iran that's going on right now, and a case that is happening right here in Central Florida, and matter of fact in the Poinciana area, which has been all over the news in the last couple of years, and it is just something tragic, sad, and just insane, basically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about those two things in just a little bit, but I also wanted to remind you guys that we're also going to talk about work etiquette if we get a chance to get to that. So if we do, we're going to talk about that too. Work etiquette. Because, child, some people really need to understand fucking work etiquette. But anyway. If
You
we
told
don't
me I
get to
looked
that
at you
today.
twice. I went like this to you. I looked at you twice. Like, did you notice that? Because you talking, I saw half your hair purple. I'm like,
Does my hair look purple?
no,
I literally
me.
just
My
washed my
eye. That's
hair.
how tired I am. Like, maybe
Girl,
the
you
lightning.
glasses.
The light.
The lightning? Girl,
No.
I hope it's not lightning.
No, the light hitting you, whatever. This right here looked at purple. I'm
Does
like,
my hair look purple, y'all? Let me know in the comments.
no, they're not gonna see it purple. I saw it purple
I
for
think
some
she needs
reason.
glasses, that's all.
No, I need bed. I need a nice shower and a bed.
I just took a shower, so.
Y huevo.
Con jamón y sazón.
Oh man.
Anyway.
Yes.
So, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it.
Oh man.
So, first and foremost, we're gonna talk about the local case first, right? Because was it last year, a couple of years ago? I don't know.
Couple of years ago,
I
actually,
remember.
it happened 2 blocks away from my house. Literally 2 blocks. I get on my house, go this way and that way, and it happened there. Very sad situation. And actually, I seen there when people was running and everything, tried to find out the way I saw people going like this. I'm like, I was driving. I was going towards my friend's house to play bingo. I said, it was like a bunch of people fighting in the corner. That's the way that's what I thought. Bunch of people fighting, usual normal stuff in Poinciana. People stop, they start fighting. So like somebody's fighting in the corner. I made a U-E and I went the other way. Then I heard the ambulance, everything going, like something.
So say what happened.
Yes.
So what happened was
a kid, a 15-year-old kid. He ate the stoplight. He was going over 70 miles per hour in a 30 miles per hour road with a stop sign. He ate it and hit a car that was the grandma, the grandpa, and 3 grandchildren.
Babies. Some of them were babies.
One was a baby. Another and 2 other. One was I think 11 years old. The other one was 9 years old. And then the baby, I believe, was about to be 2 years old. And the grandma passed away. The grandpa survived.
And the kids passed away.
Yeah, all 3 kids passed away. The grandma passed away, and the grandpa survived. It was a very, very bad.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So when this accident happened, right, the kid that ate the stop sign crashed into this vehicle going 70 miles an hour, killing 4 people in the vehicle. The kid was an unlicensed driver, and he was only supposed to be moving the car from the driveway to the street, but he decided to take the car for a joyride
With his friends,
but without his parents' permission. Allegedly. I have to say allegedly.
Yeah, because there's 2 different stories.
Correct. That's why I say allegedly, right? I wasn't in the house to say who said what, but allegedly. And because he was a minor, they convicted the father for lending this kid the car, which he claims, I didn't really lend it to him. He took it without my permission, and this happened. The father was sentenced to 37 years. He just got sentenced, that's why we're talking about it. He just got sentenced to 37 years in prison for this.
37 years. We got some comments.
Yes, I got some comments.
Misty, mommy,
Hi, Misty. How are you
doing, babe? Yes, thank you for tuning in. I'm Jessica Goldin. I think that was Iris' friend.
I think so. Yes, it was.
Misty goes, oh no, and she goes, I'm so sorry. It's horrible. Yes. Nina, Angie, Misty, and then I know, mommy. I know, baby. She's my #1 buyer on the dress.
Oh, okay. Hi.
The dress
How
buyer.
are you?
My Misty, yes. I go, oh.
So the father was sentenced to 37 years. And yes, it was a horrible situation. And so I want to put this question out to you guys. Do you think that the father deserved to have 37 years in prison? Do you think that that was a justified sentence? And honestly, there is no right or wrong answer. It's basically up to your opinion. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. And I'll give you my opinion, and Angie will give you her opinion. Because I think it is something that is extremely important to talk about. Now, while you guys are go ahead and commenting, I want to just say this. Sometimes there's comments, so we're gonna wait for them to all come in. So sometimes I can agree that parents should be held accountable for what their children do in certain situations. But there are certain times where kids can sometimes do things that are completely beyond a parent's control. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we don't really know what our kids are doing 24/7, 24 hours. We can guide our children in the best possible way. We can give them, the guidance that they need to do the right thing. But it's still ultimately their decision to do what they
act like a fool outside when they act with different friends. Correct. Remember, temptation and peer pressure, or how to act, to be acting like a cool in front of your friends. You could be the best kid in the house, nice, respectful, but outside we don't have no control how they act, especially behind our backs. Or there's a lot of us that we out there busting our ass, working, and we don't know exactly what our kids are doing out there, unless we see it from our eyes, or we've been told with a camera or whatever. Because inside the house, like I mentioned, they could act another way, and outside they could act like a fool. Yes, some people be like, the kids are acting the way parents act. Sometimes there's some parents, they learn shit from the parents. But in other cases, they learn shit from the friends and people they hang with. Right. Just because when they do whatever they do in the street, and see the parents are doing the same thing. How many parents out there, like church-going parents, and the kids are devils out there, And the thing is, I understand sometimes they say parents should pay for what the kids done. But sometimes to an extreme. I do not believe a parent should pay for something that a kid does out there. All right? But if you knew the kid was doing wrong, yes, you're going to pay for that, you know?
Right.
But for me, talk about that case, when I found out about that 37 years, I was like, shit, you know? The kid only got 4 years. The kid only got 4 years because he was under 18 years old. Mm-hmm. So by the time he hit 19, he will be out. And guess what? His father's still going to be in jail for 37 years. I believe it should have been backwards. That kid should have got that 37 years. And the father should have got that 4 years. It should be backwards. You know, give some years to the father, but not 37 years. And to make it worse, the father got cancer. He got stage 4 cancer. He got el bicho. I had it in my hand.
Colon cancer.
No, not colon. It said culo.
Oh.
Prostate. He got prostate.
Testicular cancer.
No, he got prostate. Prostate stage 4 cancer. Mm-hmm. That man is gonna die by himself in that jail. And not only that, he's not gonna get the proper medication and treatment behind bars. I'm gonna say it. The son should have got those 37 years. The father, yes, 4 years, 5 years, but not 37 years, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, you know, what we do got a lot of comments in there. So before we get into them, so just, you know, understand, like, you know, like Angie said, sometimes we don't really know what our kids are doing out there in the street, you know, because we're not with them 24/7, right? So, you know, again, we could just kind of guide them and hopefully let, you know, do that they are doing the right thing. Now, with that being said, like she also mentioned, if we know that they're doing some bad shit, then we need to fucking be on their asses. But here's the thing, like, and I always like to use this example. You have kids who sometimes don't even like to go to school, right? You have kids who, you know, always cut in class, and we can yell and scream and force them and drive them and make sure that they get to freaking school, and then they leave.
They leave through the back door.
Through the back door. Is that still
we did
our
that too.
fault? I'm just saying. But then they get a truancy letter, and then who's in trouble is the parent. You know what I'm saying? When we've done everything that we can try to do to make sure that our kid is doing the right thing. Now, going back to this situation, you know, the kid allegedly took the vehicle without his father's permission, blah, 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 whatever, right? I get that. And I do understand completely that 4 lives were taken. And I'm truly, deeply sorry for the family and their loss, 100%. But I agree with Angie, and I do not believe that the father deserved 37 years. Because, you know, having cancer and all of that, I mean, again, allegedly, because we don't know the full conversation. If he let the kid go and said, here, take the keys and go, do you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, he is 100% responsible for whatever happened, whatever that kid did at that moment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if they're saying that he was just supposed to take the car out of the driveway into parking on the street, and he did more than that, then I don't feel that the father should have been held responsible for that many years at least.
There is another story, the other story that is out there, allegedly, he told the son, oh, can you go to the store and buy this for me?
Right.
And then the kid took the car with his friends, driving like an animal, and you know what happened.
Right.
So in that case, he is guilty as hell for that shit. Like, how you gonna let a 15-year-old with no permit, no license, nothing to drive? You don't do that. So it's 2 different stories.
Right.
But both stories are still bad.
Yes.
Still bad.
Still tragic. Yeah. Still tragic no matter what, because there were some lives that were lost, and we truly, deeply feel sorry and send our condolences to the family, which we did when it originally happened, but we'll do it again because we are talking about it, right? Yeah. So again, who's to say? We don't know. But 37 years, I do feel, was extreme for the father, especially in his condition, having stage 4 cancer. And I do think that the child, the actual one who committed the crime, should have gotten more, and his punishment should be more extreme. Now, I don't know.
More than 4 years, for sure.
I don't know if they're going to revoke it, never allow him to get a license for X amount of years. I don't know if all of that is in place, but I'm really hoping that it is in place. Do you know what I'm saying? And he shouldn't be allowed to drive for you know what? For the same fucking 37 years that his father got. How about that? That would be my fucking judgment if I was a fucking judge. Your father has to go to jail for 37 years? Well, guess what, motherfucker? I know the judge can't say it like that, but you're also not going to be able to get your license for 37 years. That to me, would be fair. And maybe that's me just being an extreme asshole, but that is me, my opinion.
No, he should have got a 37 years behind
that too, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Let's get to the comments.
Oh, we got a lot. A lot. Here we go. Whoop, let me go up. Here we go. Misty goes, boo, they should have both been sentenced that much time. Misty goes, I'm good, y'all. Jessica goes, I don't think so. I'm sorry, but parenting is a big factor. And unfortunately, we are held responsible for things that are out of control. Misty goes, not really fair, but I don't believe he didn't know about the kid not having his car. Right. But this kid was behind the wheel. He's old enough to drive. He's old enough to be charged with vehicle manslaughter and or whatever charges. And Misty goes, exactly, I agree, Angie. Misty goes, so he's a medical unit of a prison. And Misty goes, that's so sad. Misty goes, will never get the proper treatment in prison at all. No, he will not. No. And then Jessica goes, so now that this is the platform, how about we use this platform to do something for that parent who is doing 37 years and has cancer? Misty goes, yes, I heard a woman bragging about her 16-year-old son having a baby on the way and selling drugs to support himself and her baby and her habit. I wanted to smack her. Jessica goes, yes, girl, Nina Rock. And then Misty goes, like the 11-year-old that stole his mom's car and left a doctor on a bicycle. That's crazy. Yes.
So there's so many of these things that are coming out now where all these children are committing crimes and their parents are being held responsible. Now, absolutely, I do agree. You know, we have to be able to have a little bit more control of what our kids are fucking doing. And I'm going to give you another example of something that's happened recently. A 12-year-old girl in Miami was assaulted and raped. I'm trying not to say without getting banned on freaking social media, right? By 3 preteen boys, 12, 13. They held her down. This is all alleged, okay? They're currently in jail right now. They held her down by her hands and her feet, stuffed rocks in her mouth so she wouldn't scream. Right? And this was just a little girl walking home from the bus or wherever she was walking home. She was from school, coming from school. And these were kids that she knew. It wasn't random strangers, just random kids in the kids that she knew from her neighborhood, from her school. And they dragged her and did this to her, allegedly. I have to say allegedly, right? The kids have been arrested and they will be tried as adults, as they should, because in that situation. But I can't even think, like, as a 12-year-old, where do you get this type of mentality to do these types of things? You gotta be getting it from somewhere.
So uno bellaco looking at porn and shit like that. Then bellaco, the shit's itching and they want to poke it somewhere else.
But
okay,
again,
and inside a pie or something. Like, come on, people. But
again, as a parent, when you have, listen, I have a son, not that I had.
You have a son, man.
And I used to tell him all the time, when a girl says no, you don't touch, you don't And, like, literally, I used to have these conversations with him. Again, I'm not with him 24/7. I'm not with my girls 24/7. But I always told them, you know what I'm saying?
What was the best.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And don't do this. Don't even send a fucking naked picture because it's considered
it will stay in the cloud.
It's considered pornography. And you could go to jail for child pornography. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, as a parent, you have to be able to be a little bit more. And again, I'm not saying what these parents were doing or what they weren't doing, but I'm just saying, as you know, when you see children doing these types of crimes, this is what they are, is crime. They're adult crime. They're learning this behavior from somewhere, and either they were not told what was right or wrong. Somebody needs to be held accountable. Absolutely, I agree 100%. So,
like the case of the boy that went to the school and started shooting inside the school. The parents got arrested after.
Right,
he got arrested, and the parents got arrested for buying him a gun and teaching him how to shoot and stuff. So the parents got held accountable and got arrested as well.
Yeah, at some point, you know, we can love our kids as much, as a parent should, but at the end of the day, now again, you mentioned that one parent who was okay and approving that their son was doing these things, selling drugs or whatever they were doing, then what, if that kid gets arrested, who else? The mother should definitely be arrested as well, because she's allowing and permitting her son knowingly that he's doing these things.
Yeah,
and she's
selling
okay
drugs
with
to
it.
support her habit.
Right.
That means she's not in the right mind either.
Correct, because she's thinking about getting it for cheap.
Yeah,
You know what
getting
I'm
it
saying?
for free,
Or that,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes,
What I mean?
but a parent in the right mind would not accept that bullshit.
Correct, exactly. And and we have to be able to give them tough love and say, listen, I'm not going to be risking my life because you want to act a fool. Because at the end of the day, the one who gets in trouble is going to be me. So you either act right or you figure something out. Go live with your dad, something. just saying, right? But it's one of those things that you really have to be able. And again, I know we can't be with our kids 24/7. I'm not saying my kids were angels, because I find some shit out that my kids were doing. I was like, oh really? They tell me years later, you know what I mean? But nothing as extreme as this. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But we can't be with our kids 24/7. So and it's just important that we can at least try to not condone their bad behavior, because guess what? It always starts from young. You know what I mean? And if we don't nip shit in the bud when they're young and they're little, what do we expect them to be when they grow up and they grow older?
And this case that's happening right now in Poinciana, a week and a half ago, a 16-year-old got killed in Poinciana Walmart.
Yes.
16-year-old, he had a gun.
He was walking around with a gun.
With a gun. People, days after, people's like, oh, he was a child. That cop should have not shot him so many times. I understand you should have not shot him that many times. Maybe shot him in the leg or something, but not, in the face or that bullshit. But
he was walking around with an open gun. Literally, you see the video. He has the gun.
He's
in
running.
his hand.
He's running with the gun in his
into
hand.
Walmart.
With the gun, because they caught him stealing. So instead of him running outside like his friends did, he went inside.
Yeah.
And of course, people
with the gun in his hand.
Why the cop shot him from behind when he's running? But people don't understand. He's running towards people shopping.
Exactly.
There's people inside shopping.
Correct.
So you don't know what mentality he will have. If he's going to use the gun or whatever. Or maybe, he was nervous. But that nervous moment cost him his life.
Right. And he was told to drop the gun.
And not only that, after, what I'm trying to say, days after, a lot of people putting posts in the Poinciana page saying, he was a child, they should have not done that. He was a great kid, he never did that. And then some people, of course, they're going to come with some receipt.
If he was a great kid, he wouldn't be running around Walmart with an open gun stealing.
What I'm trying to say is, in his Facebook profile, his Facebook page, he had pictures of him holding different guns, different stuff, doing gang sign and all that stuff.
Yep. And
people like, oh, for him to be a nice kid, why he got guns at 16 years old? Why he playing with guns at 16 years old? And some people in the comments like, oh, that's regular. 16-year-olds always carry a gun. I'm like, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. No 16-year-old should be having no freaking gun. If he having gun, whatever, he's learning that from family members. His family.
Well,
or even friends.
He may or may not be learning it from family members, but it just shows that the family is not watching what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
I know that watching, they'll say, oh, he was a great upcoming rapper and stuff like that. But the thing I'm trying to say, a lot of them, and they were cursing at everybody that was responding those posts. They're like, oh, it's normal to have a gun. It's okay. He do nothing with a gun and stuff like that. And all those people that was commenting, all those people had the same lifestyle that kid had. I'm like, that's not normal. People, that's not normal to be carrying a gun like that. At 16 years old, no.
Not running through a Walmart with it open.
No.
I know we got some comments.
Oh, we got a lot.
I want to thank you guys for commenting, because this is a very good topic that we wanted to talk about. We wanted to talk about this last week, but we just got distracted.
Here we go. Graciela. Benson, mommy. Thank you for tuning in.
How are you? It's been a minute.
Here we go.
Hi, Irene. How are you?
Griselia goes, hey, what's up, ladies? My favorite homies.
Yes.
Verde. Misty goes, yes, and the 11-year-old neighborhood said the crime rate dropped by 25% since the kid has been in jail. Misty goes, that is learned behavior.
Correct.
Jessica goes, I don't agree. I believe they were taught whether they wanted to learn the lesson or not. They may have learned it the hard way. Even boys are victims.
That's true. 100%.
Misty goes, that's something they're seeing on the internet or something that's sad Yeah, have me crying. Oh, Misty, don't cry,
Sorry.
mommy.
Listen, I cried when I heard it too, but this is why I want to talk about these things, because it's important. We really have to be more involved in what our kids, in our kids' lives. Not so much of what they're doing, because again, we're not with them 24/7.
Yes.
But just be more involved.
Yes. Jessica goes, as parents, we should love our children, but we should not be blind. Exactly.
Correct. Exactly.
And then Misty is answering Jessica. She goes, that's true too. And then Missy goes, we have the same thing going on in the neighborhood town from me. 4 boys held another boy down and penetrated him. Wow. From behind. It's cops and judges' kids, so no one wants to talk about it. Cops and judges' kids who did that. Wow. Irene, how you doing, mama?
Hey, girl.
She goes, hola, ladies.
Hola.
And then Misty goes, and I'm old school. I know everything and everyone my kids hang out with. I had guns around me and at that age, but I was also taught gun safety. And
Correct.
then Irene goes, hey, girlie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, all these tragedies that are happening with kids actually committing these crimes is just, you know, it's just insane. And like, just kind of piggyback to the Poinciana case, again, I just didn't think that the father deserved the 37 years. Now, if he was the one who sent him to the store, then by all means, absolutely he deserved what he got, unfortunately. And it is what it is. So, you know, listen, there's been times when my kids want to do things and I'm like, absolutely not. And they're like, why? I'm like, because you're 15 and 16. That's why. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I mean, like, because I said so.
That too, because I fucking said so, and that's it. You know, yeah, I ran a strict fucking household.
I just need to give them an eye, like look at them, and they already know what's up. And I guess it depends how they were raised too.
Right.
You know, sometimes they're like, stand up, look at the wall, and I'm like, yo, gonna just like a girl. I saw a girl. You know, you can't say shiko, you know. But I saw a girl, a little chubby girl, all right? Not my color. Chubby girl, walking, not listening to her mother. Her mother's like, what you doing? She's like, shut up and keep walking. I'm looking at her like, you look like what? You what, 10, 11 years old? And showing her belly. Try to keep on walking. And she started throwing things in the car. And her mother was like, no, get that out. She's like, no, you buying what I'm putting in the car. I'm like, ooh, this little girl would have lost her hair. Oh my goodness. She would have had my 5 fingers on her skin. I can't. I'm like,
I would have been like, we're going to the bathroom right now.
yeah,
No, mommy, no, mommy. I don't want to go to the bathroom. But anyways, it's just
from behind, because that girl's going to be stepping over her mother from now on.
That's why I said that these things have to be nipped in the bud when they first happen, and we can't just turn a blind eye and say, "Oh, not my kid." I would never say "not my kid." I'd be like, "Which one? Who did it? Which one of these?"
I can. Oh, it's my money. I can.
But we just can't. You know, we just can't really turn a blind eye on what the kids are doing, because you really have to be more involved. Look at their social media. Take a look at what they're doing. You know, be a little bit of a nosy parent. You know what I mean? I'm not saying stalk your fucking kids. Damn right, stalk them. You know, let them know what is this post.
You just mentioned something very, very important. Yes, always make sure the social media of your children, all right, or what they doing, or who they talking to in the chats or whatever. Because listen, they could be acting like they talking to a friend, and that could be an adult predator trying to get into your children life. Like, you need to actually monitor exactly what they're doing online. Like, it's crazy. This is a crazy world. There's a lot of crazy people out there. Like, you need to take care of your children at home, online, everything. All right? Remember,
there's more access to them right now, and they have access to more things as well. They can see more. They can, you know, because you can be as strict as you want at home, but when they're outside and they're looking at their friends' phones or whatever, you don't really know. You know what I mean? But you have to be more involved. Like I said, be nosy, stalk them. What's this post? What was this about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could say, "Mommy, you getting my nerve. Mommy, you're so nosy." But I'm like, sure you will thank me later on. When you have your first child, you're gonna thank me later on.
I'll be like, take the Advil. I'm getting on your nerves. Yeah, okay. Which one? The sciatic one? Okay, great. That's the one I want to bother. Sciatic nerve is
no, my kids call me vieja loca. I like that vieja loca because they know that I just give them the look. or just give them the face. They know how it is. Stop it, don't do that, whatever. I'm just by the look, they already know. And you be like, ay, mommy, look, mommy, la vieja loca is about to come out. Yeah, it's about to come out. I will explode. Ah! And no, that's the way I am. And plus, I talk loud. So imagine, I could be talking to them like, mommy, lower your voice. I'm like, my voice is low.
I know we got some comments. Let's get to the comments.
Oh, Rafael, gracias por
Hola,
tu
Rafael,
sintonía.
¿cómo estás?
Yes. Misty Gold, this world is messed up. It's not the same place we grew up. It's not.
Definitely
And
not.
I do miss the time we were growing up, for real. Rafael, gracias por tu sintonía. And the girls talking about each other. And Misty goes, absolutely 100 because I said so. Irene, that's it. And then Misty goes, oh, hell nah. I would have left the store right then and have with my boys before they were 6 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
And then she goes, yes, my kids' YouTube is linked to mine. I see everything they do. Yes.
Yeah, that's just kind of a way to like, and again, we can't always 100% protect our kids and everything, but at least if they know that my mom's gonna be mad if I do this shit. You damn fucking right. You know what I mean? Oh, because you don't gotta worry about the cop. You gotta worry about me. I'm just saying, but I say it as a joke, but this is really how we have to be with these kids nowadays. You know what I mean? We have to be a little bit more.
And at the same time, you have to give them tough love as well.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you said you want to leave? You want to run away? You want to leave? Okay, pack your bag and leave then. Pack and leave. I'll see you in 30 minutes.
Let me know so Dad can come pick you up.
Yeah. And then some kids, they be like, I'm going to call the cop. Go ahead, call the cops.
Go ahead.
I will give your bag to the cops.
I'll wait. As a matter of fact, here, let me call them for you.
Yes.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
And the thing is, here in, I don't know if here in Orange County they got it, but Osceola County has some program that the cops will actually show up to your place and kind of like give a little scare tactic to your children. Like they're gonna come and say, "Oh, who did this? What happened here?" And actually, when they come and they actually will help the parent scare the child and put them in there. And not only that, there's another program that they will actually bring them to jail to show how it is behind jail.
The Scared Straight program.
Yeah, they got that. Good. So, especially for those badass kids, I think they got it.
I think it should be enforced more. I think it should be utilized more.
Mm-hmm.
I think parents nowadays get so afraid, and this is part of the big thing as well. And I'm not saying that this is the case in the situations that we're talking about, but this is the case in a lot of other situations. Parents sometimes are afraid to discipline their kids because the government has gotten, like if you just smack your kid, they want to arrest you type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And these kids know this. You know what I'm saying? So they use it against the parents, and the parents are afraid to discipline the kids. But here's the thing. Now look at you doing, and going back to 37 years because you don't want to discipline. And I'm not saying that that's his case. I'm just saying in general, now you're in trouble because your kid was doing all these things because you were too afraid to discipline them. And we can't be that afraid to discipline our kids. And I'm not saying beat their fucking asses. I'm not saying that. But discipline is discipline. And not just, go stand in the corner because kids don't give a shit. They'll count the fucking things in the corner and that's it. And they know, that's the only punishment I'm going to get. So what? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a little bit more. And that's just my little 2 cents on that. So.
Yes, let me see. We got more comments.
We're drinking tequila? What? Let's go.
Rafael dice, mis reinas hermosas, ¿cómo está, Rafael? Misty go, yes, my boys know my limit. I won't take the crap, and they know it. Yes, Nina, tequila all around.
I gotta tell you something about tequila, right? I'm a 2-shot minimum, and that is it. Okay? I'm a lightweight. I'm just letting you know. Anything more than that, forget about it. Just saying.
Well, I like my tequila in my margarita.
but definitely sounds like a plan. We're gonna have to make a girl day. I don't know if you're in the area.
She's in Texas, Missy.
Oh, Texas.
This is where exactly you are, mommy. She's somewhere in the West Coast. Where are you, mamita?
I'm actually going to go to Texas in July. So I'll let everybody know when I'm out there. We can do, I don't know, meet and greet or something. Where I'm
yes.
Yes, I'm going to be
Let
out
me see
there
where she's from. But yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, again, it's unfortunate. He did get 37 years. I personally don't think that, you know, he should have gotten that. I don't think he deserved that much time. I think it should have been harsher for the child. You know, it's tragic all around, of course, you know, for people to lose their lives. And, you know, we are truly saddened by that. But, but you know, these are things that affect all the families involved, not just the victim. You know what I'm saying? All families in this case were affected and damaged. And there's no going back for any of them. Not the victim's family, not the suspect's family, nobody. They're all...
Everybody lost.
Correct.
Basically lost. The parents lost 3 children in one shot.
Yeah.
Plus the mother-in-law, the mother, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's very painful. Thank God now they got a child. You know how overprotected they're gonna be with this child right now.
Of course.
They have a little boy after a few years. So
Come on down,
start
Misty,
all
come,
over again.
come.
Here we go.
She said, "Oh, Oklahoma!
She's in Oklahoma.
Okay.
She's a half a shot woman. Oh, she wants to come to Florida.
Let's go. Let us know when you're in town. Yes. OKC, actually, that's awesome. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. So, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, it is a sad situation, but you already said what we our opinion is. But yeah, let's go forward to the next topic.
Yes, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is actually really quick. We're going to touch briefly on it, is the war in Iran. And the only thing that I really want to say about that is we're not going to get into the politics. We're not into the political side of it, because your opinion is your opinion on that, and I respect and value everyone's opinion on it. Whether you're red, blue, green, purple, I don't really care. Your opinion is your opinion, right? All I want to say about that is just really pray for our troops, okay? And pray that each and every one of them, I mean, unfortunately, we've already lost 3 servicemen. And we just pray that there are no more larger casualties on that. And just really just pray for our troops. Do you have anything to say about it?
Yeah, all I know is somebody wants to take over, I guess, the whole world. Wants to run the whole freaking world. Because the way I see it, you know, y'all know me, I always joke around and stuff like that. But first, attack him in Venezuela. Then, now Iran. The leader is dead.
Unalive.
So now what's going to happen? He'll be like, oh, I'm the president of Iran? What's going to happen? Because I'm telling you, like, this man wants to rule everything.
Well, I don't think...
And then he's trying to get Graceland and shit. Greenland.
Well, I don't think, again, that's the political side of stuff. I don't think that that's the case in this situation. I think there's something far more... He could never be the president of Iran. It's just never
No, I'm just being sarcastic about it.
You know what I mean?
Of course not going to happen.
Never going to happen.
But all I know is she has been taken too far.
Yes.
Taken too far, and not only that, not Iran getting hit. Different countries around it getting hit by all this shit.
Yeah,
Dubai airport got destroyed.
Oh yeah, the retaliation.
Is crazy. And then another country that I never heard the name of, because they have a U.S. embassy there. They got attacked too, and Kuwait got attacked as well. Like, come on, people. Like, this is crazy. There's a lot of people stranded in Dubai. They cannot leave because until they fix the airport. But the great thing about it, that the king and the prince and stuff like that, they told the local hotels, just send us the bills. We will pay for it. Just
let the people be for free. They can stay.
Yeah, let the people extend their visit in the hotel, since they cannot go nowhere.
They can't leave.
So basically, they don't want nobody in the street or in the airport. And when I heard that part, I'm like, wow, I give them brownies for that, because that is the great thing. They were like, let the people be there and, you know, extend the visit until the airports are back open.
Right.
Here in the United States, you lose your flight, you lose whatever, you stuck in that fucking airport, sleeping in the floor,
Not
and the
necessarily.
government don't let you
Well,
know, don't
not
care.
necessarily, because if the airlines cancel their flights, there is airline protection automatically without you even have to pay extra, and they have to put you in a hotel and everything for free.
But not all the time though. Not all the time. But when there's like a big thing, especially like in Puerto Rico, when there was a lot of people stranded in the airport, they couldn't come out. They were sleeping on the floor and shit. Did the government say, "Hey, hotels, can y'all let them back in the hotels and send me the
correct. They're not going to do
no.
that. The government
United States not the
the
same
government
like that.
is not going to step in to do that. But you, as just an FYI, I know I almost knocked it down. True story.
Mm-hmm.
But you, as a consumer, you have the right to go to the desk and say, "Hey, your flight is canceled. You're supposed to put me in a hotel." And because I've done it and I've had it, so that's how I know that it is. They have to put you in a hotel and feed you because you're there for a flight. If they cancel it or something happens, blah 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 blah, they're responsible.
But certain hours in certain airlines. But when it's like a certain thing that they cannot put everybody, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it like over 500,000 people in the airport. They're not gonna do it. Over 1,000 people, because they're not gonna be 1,000 rooms out there unless you're gonna be all together like sardine in a room. Which is like, hey, I don't know this person sleeping next to me, you know. But I'm saying like what I'm trying to say, compare like the way Dubai is taking care of it. I love it. I love it. They're gonna make sure they tourists. Remember, tourists bring money in, so they want to make sure everybody will be fine because they know it's gonna take a long time for that airport to be built. And you know that's a messed up part. When you're about to come home, you need to go at work. And then you call in your job, hey, I'm stuck in Dubai. They're like, you really stuck or you just still having fun over there?
Well, if they watch the news, they'll know the truth. Let's get to the comments. Unless they're under a rock and they don't know what's going on.
They remember like, no, you made me, that's a way to find a way. You know, they were like that.
My baby daddy would be like, send a picture. My baby daddy, true story, before she gets to the comments, it's a true story, okay? He used to be a store manager in up north when we lived up north. And he was one of the store managers, and he had to go to work super early. And his crew, one time, one of his crew members called him and said, hey, I can't go to work. I just hit a deer, like driving. I hit a deer. It's pitch black on the highway, you know, and I hit a freaking deer. And you know what he said? Instead of saying, oh, okay, man, take care of your car, whatever.
Send me a picture.
Send me a picture.
Oh, man.
But anyway, comments.
Misty go, yes, that's why I love victim impact statements. That's actually a class you have to take if you get a DUI.
Yes.
They have to listen to victims' family stories and the impact that those accidents had on their life. And then she goes, yes, always praying for the troops and this world for my kids and all the kids in the world. Kevin, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. I saw those eyes and the thumbs up. Yes.
So, again, you know, just pray for our troops. Hopefully everything ends quickly with not too many casualties. We've already had 3. So, you know.
And for me, it's basically over. That was an in, blah, 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 and that's it. It's basically over.
Well, the retaliation is what, you know, is the concern now. So, there's a lot of retaliation that is happening right now. And we're just hoping that it all ends soon and our troops can come back home safely. Because
believe it or not, there's a lot of Iranians actually celebrating that their leader is dead. Yeah, they're celebrating. So, you know, it's a miss. There's a bunch of them mad. America's gonna pay. And there's a bunch of them like, thank you, America. Thank you, America. So, you know, it's a mix and mix. But the thing is, things not gonna get better. That's one thing. I say things are getting worse day by day. Every year that passes by, things are getting bad. Just, you know, stay prayed up, stay positive, and always tell your family, I love you. Because listen, once you come out of that door, out of your house, you don't know you're coming back. You don't know what could happen. All right. Not even right now talking to you. The next minute, I don't know what the hell could happen. I don't know, and they're not gonna fart, and they're not gonna be flipping, dropping. I'm telling you.
My lights could get cut off because I didn't pay
You
the
don't
bill.
know, or her phone gonna die like it happened a few times. You don't know what could happen. All I know is tell your family you love them.
A live show, you never know what's gonna happen.
But I'm saying always tell your loved one you love them.
Yes.
Because you never know what could happen the next time.
Yes. So we're going to end this on a positive note, and I'm going to just talk about Jaden Smith really quick. So speaking of the whole I love you thing, Jaden Smith, for those of you who don't know, is Will Smith's son, right? Jaden Smith is doing something amazing. If you've heard, if you haven't heard, you're going to learn today, right? So Jaden Smith has opened up a restaurant in California where the meals are free.
What?
They are organic, they're healthy meals, okay? And they're for people who cannot afford to eat. Whether they're homeless, whether they've just lost their jobs, or just someone down and out on their, on their luck, because it happens every day, you know what I mean? People who have amazing lives can one day just be completely broke and have no money to eat anything. Jaden has this restaurant in California where he is allowing people to eat for free. There's no prices in the menu, okay? And you can just go and get a meal. Now, if you are someone who has money and you want to pay, you pay whatever you want, and they just use that money. It's paying it forward. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I got. So when I go to California, I'm gonna go to the restaurant.
There's something else behind that because there must be some people giving funds or something.
Of course, it's his own money. He's a billionaire. He's a millionaire. You know what I mean?
He's a billionaire.
Well, he's a millionaire.
Yeah, he's not a billionaire because I know Smith is not a billionaire.
Yeah, he's funding it himself. It is his project. It is his way to give back. I'm sure he's got sponsors. I'm sure he's got donations. And people are coming in, like, names are coming in and they're buying meals, just putting the money up there. And then there's other people who are coming in. I'm going to look for because
for free. For something like that, it has to be a limit as well.
They get one meal.
I'm saying it has to be a limit of people per day, because from what time to what time?
The restaurant
because if it's open.
Restaurant is open, regular restaurant hours. The name of the restaurant is called I Love You. That is the
I
name
Love
of the
You.
restaurant.
But I'm saying, like, it's something else, because the money will go. Money will go. If there's nothing funding it and actually sponsoring and stuff like that,
end of the day,
it's going to go. Money will go.
I don't give a shit where the money is coming from. The point is that he is doing something
now,
amazing.
I'm saying he's doing something amazing, but the thing is, if it's not being sponsored, it's not going to last.
It's lasting. It doesn't matter.
I mean, somebody has to be giving that money or finding a way.
It doesn't matter.
Or
it doesn't matter.
Or listen.
Doesn't
or
matter.
maybe
matter.
there is a charging for certain people.
Nothing.
If somebody come in, they're hungry, he will not charge them.
No, there
must be something
pricing.
there.
There's no pricing on the menu. There's nobody is charging anything. If you want to give, you give. If you don't have it, it's one meal. They give you one meal and that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
up. I look it up. It's called I Love You. Doesn't matter.
Because always, yes, it is a wonderful thing to do. But if it's not done the right way, it's not gonna last.
He's doing it the right way. So I'm trying to explain to you. He's doing it the right way.
Yeah, it is the right way. It's happening to help people. But if there's no money coming into it to fund it, it's not gonna last. It does matter.
He's doing it the right way. He's already done all his homework. He started off as a food truck, and now he has a physical location of where he's doing.
That's what I'm saying. It must be some rules into it, like how many people could come in, up to what time he's gonna do it, how much food is coming.
All of that is irrelevant. However he's doing it, the point is that he is doing it, and I applaud him for that.
I applaud him for that too, but the thing is, how it's happening. If it's gonna happen like this, who's helping him? How many times? But the thing is, but the thing is to give the people what it is. You said it. Let me talk. Let me talk. For the people to find out. No, I'm not turning it to negative. Because I like to give the right information. Like people, it is in California. If people in California need some food, we need to give them the right address. From what time to what time to do it. And to what time to what time. Because I don't think it's going to be open all day.
It's not open all day. All they have to do, the name of the restaurant is called I Love You.
So I'm saying, like, it's certain time, the thing to do it.
Need, they can Google it and they can find it themselves. He's doing an amazing thing.
He's doing an amazing thing. I just want to find it out. I'm like, okay, how's going to be happening? But it is a blessing. But the thing is, he will need a blessing on top of that blessing to keep going with that blessing.
And I'm sure he's got that all under control. I'm sure he's got that.
And he will get it. But the thing is, the info, I would like to know. That's a good thing to do. But what is behind it?
Yep. Bon Jovi also did it one time in Jersey. I don't know if he still has it, but I know Jaden Smith has been doing it now for a couple of years. So shout out to Jaden Smith. And yeah, comments before?
No comments.
No.
Mm-mm.
So with that being said, like I said, I want to end on a positive note. We talked all negative stuff.
No.
With all this stuff going on in the world. I wanted to end on the positive.
Okay.
Note. So with that being said, what was that? Sounds realistic. What do you say?
Sound realistic. Like there's more things to it.
Doesn't matter.
Like, yes.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
We don't need to know it. The point
I would like to know because I do travel a lot to LA, so I would like to go and visit, and not only that, to tell my followers what's happening. Like, listen, go and visit. Somebody's hungry. Go. No, I'm not talking about people. Hey, Google it yourself, but I could give them no information.
I say you can.
So that's I'm like, wait a second, how it goes, how it happened. But yeah, I will find the information. I will give it to them. Yes, I will share
it here and on a positive note.
It is a positive note, but I like to get positive note, and that is a blessing for everybody.
It is.
Yes. But my people, we will see you next Monday, my love, all right?
It's not a holiday, right? No, it's not a holiday.
No, it's not a holiday. But I will make it a freaking holiday because I'm tired.
You're not. Actually, what we're gonna have in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna be talking to Vincent, and I'm not even gonna try to attempt to pronounce his last name, but it's P.I. I think it's Ignacio, Pasquale Ignacio. Please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but it's Vinny P.I. He wrote a book called A Borough Divided. And we're going to talk about that. Actually, he sent us the manuscript. We're going to read it. If you want to read it, I'm going to read it. You can read it. It's called The Borough Divided, and we're going to be talking to him within the next couple of weeks. We're just trying to coordinate our schedule so that he's in Arizona, and we're obviously here in Florida. And we're trying to coordinate the time for him to be on the live so we can talk about this book that he wrote. It's called The Borough Divided. You can look it up. It's on, wherever he has it, Kindle, Amazon, the bookstore, whatever. It is there. And we're going to be talking to him soon.
Okay.
Yep. So the story is about Brooklyn in the 80s and the 90s. So, pretty interesting stuff. My era, I guess, right? And my hometown, he actually grew up with him and we went to the same school together. So he wrote this book, and I wanted to, no comment that I commented twice. Kevin, yes, I know. You put sounds realistic. I read it.
No, he said he wrote twice more and it's not coming up.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's not coming up.
We don't see it, Kev.
But yeah.
But anyway, so we'll be talking to him, like I said, in the next few weeks. And that's it.
All right, my people. So we will see you next Monday, same channel, same time, my people.
Yes. With that being said, you already know. See you guys next week.
Dios me lo bendiga y gracias por tu sintonía.
Bye.